This game hurts all of us because we know that we had a chance to win a football game. I've never taken anything away from the Saints. They did a great job and did a lot of cool things in this game to win it. But we had our chances, and we had all kinds of opportunities to get this done. And there was too many things that went wrong that gave them another opportunity here and there, and made it too easy on them. It's really, these games are so hard. They're so difficult to win. And if you screw it up and you give them something, then you're fighting against it the whole time. I know you want to know about the punt. That was not a fake punt. That was a rollout punt that you might have to run sometimes if things aren't there. But we're supposed to keep football there. But all in all, really, Taysom Hill had a great football game against us. We did not stop him. Our plan for the Wildcats did not work. Obviously, we ran for over 100 yards on the day, and that was really the difference for them. I thought in a lot of crucial situations, and he came through in a big way for them. It wasn't new; they had done it and all, but the things we tried to do didn't get us off the field.
How's Rashad Penny doing?
He hurt his ankle seriously.
High ankle sprain?
We'll see. I don't want to make any statements because I don't really know exactly yet until they get all the MRIs and stuff. But he's got a bad ankle. He's in trouble getting back. We'll let you know more when we know all the facts.
You said Michael was supposed to put the ball there. I mean, I guess what happened or what?
Yeah, we tried to punt. We're just changing the launch point. Something we've been working on. We've been practicing it for a long time, and we went with it there, and it got really cloudy and upfield like we don't expect it to, and he felt like he had to duck up, and he was hesitant to kick the ball where all the people were, and as he saw it, and so he took off.
Were you looking to fake the previous snap that got the false start? They kind of arrayed. It was a different look for sure.
Yeah, it was the same thing.
Okay.
Taysom Hill was obviously a challenge. I guess what was sort of the issues with defending it?
Well, when they went to their heavy guys, they took all the receivers off the field, and I think they'd only done that one time, and we had dealt with it and all that, but they did it a number of times, and it worked out for them in short yardage, and they were able to break a couple plays. We just, we got to make the tackles when you get there. There's enough blockers to get guys on everybody, and we just didn't finish the play at the end of it. And he was able to. He's a really good ball player, and he took advantage of the space, and he made some great runs.
Did you have an idea that he would be this big a part of their game plan?
We thought we know that he plays in their system, and we count on it and knew it was coming and all of that. So it wasn't any surprise in that regard. The surprise was that we didn't get down. He made too much out of it.
Your offense struggled on third downs today. How much of a factor?
Yeah, that was the only place we struggled. We had some penalties that affected us. I thought our guys moved the ball like crazy. Gino was phenomenal again. There's a couple really big moments, in the game. We got a chance to score a touchdown down there. We don't get it. We lose points there, and then we lose the ball in the turnover. You guys saw that way closer than I saw it. We thought his elbow was on the ground, but I couldn't see. That's a huge turnover play right there. The defense had that situation, then we had the punt situation. It really put us in bad spots. The game shouldn't have been like that. It should have been without those things that we gave them, and unfortunately, it was more than we can handle.
The two deep balls to Tyler that Gino threw.
Exquisite football. We've seen him do this, so many times over the years. They had a huge game against the Cardinals a couple of years ago, maybe it was last year. Just making those phenomenal back of the end zone catches in traffic and trouble and all that. He's just a tremendous football player, and he just continues to show it. He had a phenomenal day.
What did you think of the holding call on Charles?
I couldn't see it, but there's a classic situation, and it's happening all the time when the ball bounces outside or a scramble gets outside of guys are starting to, they really are flopping like it happens in basketball, and it's makes it difficult on the officials. And I don't know exactly what happened. They saw something there, so I can't tell you. I don't know, but it was a huge call. There's a huge call over on Wool on the other side too. I didn't see that one either. I don't know what happened on that one, but made defensive holding on the play. We're done in the drive. That was huge.
Typically, have you found still if the lineman's hands are inside the frame, they're not going to call it even if it's the flop, the hands go up?
I isn't that what it looked like? That's what I thought I saw, and so I can't tell you, man. I don't know. They gave us a big presentation about that, and but we didn't buy into it, because we weren't sure how it was going to get called. So if he was pulling away, we got a release. That's what we need to know. And I would really hope, that we would all get on the same page with that. I'm not quite sure that we are, but we were trying to release the guy. We were trying to let him go.
One third game in a row. What's he showing?
I don't know. He's playing, man. He's just making stuff happen. He picked up a fumble too, did he not? Yeah. He's just having a fantastic start, and that was a big time pick. Now that's coming underneath the comeback route, and those are really hard to get, and phenomenal catch to finish the play. He's doing great.
What happened to Al Woods?
His knee flared up. Okay, he was having a great game. He was doing everything, and it's really unfortunate because he has his whole family here, and everybody's right down the road and all that. Moms and everybody was around, or whoever, but he was dying to go back in, but he couldn't quite get it done.
Gabe Jackson got hurt as well.
I think we were resting him. We just rotated him. And I think I didn't hear about him having any injury.
And then you started Ryan Neal at safety today, obviously. What did you think of that?
Well, I got to look at the film. I don't know. But we felt like he deserved a chance, and we were going to be playing some other combinations of our safeties, and so Josh got to play quite a bit as well. But just thought he deserved a chance to get out there.
If Ken has to take over as the primary guy, what's your sense of his readiness for that?
Well, I think we should say he's ready. Now, I mean, he got to play enough in this game. We got to see him. He got to make his plays and his cuts. You can see how explosive he is. This is the guy we've been seeing, so we're very, very fortunate to have him. He's ready to roll. He'll have more to learn. There's a lot more coming at him, but he certainly can show. He showed everybody that that the explosion that he has and the potential that's there. He's a fantastic young man coming up, and so this is his time.
What can you do defensively you haven't been able to do yet, or what's
I
next
look
to
at the
try?
film. Greg, let me look at the film. We'll talk about it. When we get back. I want to make sure I see. There's too obvious a situation was the Wildcat thing, and so that was glaring, and so we'll see how much the rest of it factored in.
The Kamara screenplay that went for 54
Yeah,
yards.
full blitz, with full blitz, and we didn't see him cross, and we had a chance to pick him up, but we missed it. So we went after him, and both the backers are going, and I won't tell you much more about it, but that we missed a chance to pick him up. It's as easy as it gets for them on that play.
I mean, Rashad, obviously, if it's a serious injury, is kind of a sad thing given his history.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing that back up. This has been a journey, for him and for us too, and just really fell in love with the fact that he emerged and showed us, the great player that he is and what he can mean to the game and to our team and all of that, and for it to come down to another setback. He'll be back, but it's a setback that it just breaks my heart because he's been having so much fun and he's been so rewarded and so fulfilled in that he knows he belongs. He knows he can do it, and he knows he can be an impact in this league. And so to lose that chance, it's similar to kind of when Jamal goes out. Those guys they put so much into it and they care so much about it, and then to have it taken away because of a mishap, it's unfortunate. So we're gonna love him through it.
Did you admit it all? Did you see his reaction? Were you able to reassure him about?
I've talked to him already. Yeah.
Anything else?
He's crushed. Okay.
what was working well with the default today, especially the Tyler?
We just hit him, made some plays. Tyler made a great catch. The line protected great, was able to set my feet, really step into it, and, it was a good play right there.
Pete just spoke to this, but for Penny to go down with everything he's been through, just how tough is that to see him battle through another one?
Man, extremely tough, Penny's my brother, man. Love him to death, and gosh, man, I hate that for him. I know how hard he's worked. I know how much he's put into this, and it sucks, man. We need him out there. He's a leader for our team, leader for our offense, and we gotta pick it up. We gotta do it for him.
What do you think of Kenneth Walker's play out there when he took over for Penny?
I thought Kenneth, as always, man, did a great job, and that 70-yard run was amazing, man. He showed that explosion. He hit that thing and was gone. And I think, as he continues to grow and continues to learn, he's only going to get better, and it's my job to help him get there.
How do you feel, 3 weeks of throwing the ball very, very well? How'd you feel out there, and how did you handle their defensive pressure?
I felt pretty good. Obviously, plays that I wish I could have back, things that I wish I can do better. Be super hard on myself, hit the weight room tomorrow, hit the film room, and get back to work.
What was the difference on third down from last week to 9 for 12? It's tougher this week.
We didn't convert. It's really the difference. We didn't convert. I got to watch the film and see exactly where, the issues were, but mainly we just didn't convert them.
I don't know if you asked this earlier, but the two throws to Tyler, and especially the one at the end of the first half, just sort of what went into those.
End of the first half, we had about 12 seconds left. Really, we're trying to get a play out of bounds, and if they gave us the look we wanted, we were going to take a shot at the end zone. They gave us two-man outside leverage, and it was a perfect call. Was able to make an adjustment for Tyler. He ran a great route and got into the end zone.
Did you see what happened when they called the holding call on Charles?
I didn't see what happened, but it's always going to be something. We just got to do better.
Anything else? Thanks, Gina.
Thank you.
Um, Nothing really. I'm just chilling. You know, I wish the outcome was different, but I know we can go back and watch film and correct what we did wrong.
Can you take us through the touchdown run?
I just read my keys. You know, the offensive line did a great job of opening up the hole. Then I seen T. Lockett, and he stayed on his block, and Eskridge did a great job on his block. You know, they made it easier for me, and then from there I just ran.
Surprised how much space you had once you got through the line?
Yeah, a little bit. So yeah, I was surprised, but you know, those guys do a great job at blocking, like I said, and I thank them for that.
Where's that ball go? Did you keep the ball?
I don't even think I kept it.
Really?
I think DK grabbed it though. I'm not sure. I don't have it though. Yeah.
How tough is it to see Rashad go down with an injury?
What'd you say?
So how tough is it to see Rashad go down with an injury?
It's tough. You know, we didn't talk much about it, but you know, I talked to him on the sideline, and he just told me to, you know, like he always tell me to run hard, read my keys, and you know, somebody like that, that's been like a big brother in the room to me, and you know, I'm just talk to him after the game.
How ready, I guess, do you feel if you have to kind of take over as a starting running back now?
I didn't hear the first part of it.
How ready do you feel if you have to take over as a starting running back?
Oh, I'm ready. You know, we practice it every day. I feel real comfortable with the offense. You know, I got older running backs in there that, you know, teach me everything I need to know. So I feel real comfortable in the scheme.
Did it take you a little bit to get to that point? There were some plays in September that looked like there was miscommunication with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I guess getting the feel of the, you know, the newness of it. I don't think it took me a minute. Like, I pretty much felt comfortable after training camp. So, you know, we had miscommunications on 2 plays, I believe, earlier in the season, but after that, I was pretty much smooth.
When did Penny tell you that it was before your touchdown run when you talked to him?
Mm-hmm. Yep, it was before my touchdown run.
Great. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Shoot, let's get it.
Taysom Hill obviously was a huge part of their play of the day. What was sort of the challenge in trying to get him down and all that?
You got to make the fits and make the hits. I mean, it's simple. I mean, everybody in the stadium knew who was going to get the ball. We knew who was going to get the ball. We just got to fit it up and tackle. It's point blank.
Did you know that he was going to be that big a part of their game plan?
Absolutely. When you got Mike Thomas out, Jarvis Landry out, and a couple others, we already knew what the game plan was going to be around. It's going to be around 41, 83, 7. And that's just what they came and did. You know what I mean? Ran it down our throat, and that's something that's unacceptable, and we got to know that going into the game. Even the touchdown I had on me, I got to know that too. You know what I mean? Just having high IQ understanding when he's in the backfield, he's getting the ball. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something we got to know, we got to understand, and we just got to play it better.
Is that a case of thinking too much, or why won't, if you know it's coming?
And it's just guys making the fits, man. Just knowing what's going on, understanding that we got a down safety. They're running away from him, running to the U. Guys just got to know that and just make the plays, man. That's all it comes down to is just making the plays.
What was that game like? I mean, obviously a lot of back and forth. You guys took the lead in the fourth quarter, all that.
I mean, it was fun, you know what I'm saying? But defense, we just anytime you give up 39 points, whatever the case may be, you never. It's hard to win in this league giving up that many points. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it's just one of those games. Like offense still put up the points. Defense got to answer. We got to just be better. Special teams can't be mishandling the ball and stuff like that. So when you have issues like that, it's just too hard to win. You know what I mean? In any game, you can't give up 39 points. Yeah, we got away one last week, but that's not the case every week. These teams too good. You know what I mean? So defense got to step up.
You've been here when this defense has started slow, turned itself around. What's it going to take to do that again?
It's just getting on the guys, man. It's just no more excuses, no more playing around. It's just we got to go to work and we got to iron it out. And if guys don't want to get it done, they'll find somebody else to do it. You know what I mean? So it's just at that point now, it's like, hey, no more excuses. You know what I'm saying? We got to go to practice. We got to get the shit right and we got to fix it because we can't go a season doing that. And I mean, you've seen it happen. 2 years back, we was giving up points and we ended up ironing out and fixing it, and ended up being the top defenses in the league. So it's got to be a turnaround now. There's no excuses.
The run fits that you're talking about, how much of that do you think is a product of still having to iron things out in a new scheme?
I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, guys still learning, but hey, we didn't have a quarter of the season. We didn't have OTAs. Like I said, it's no more excuses, man. It's either you get the job done or somebody else gonna do it. So. In my mind, that's where it is right now. This is not a panic thing. This is just real. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no panicking. Guys got to get the job done. You got to execute. And if you don't, you can't play here. And that's just what it is. This organization builds itself on that. We've had examples in the past with the LOB and the OGs and all those guys. We know what it takes. We know how to play this game. Guys just got to execute. You know what I'm saying? And from my end, it's disappointing because I feel like I'm letting down a group of dudes that really set the standard. You know what I mean? And even being here with guys before like KJ or Bobby and stuff like that, there's a standard that you got to live up to, and that's just something we have to do. You know what I'm saying? So for me, this is just a call to the defense. What we going to do now? Like, what you going to do? Because it's on us. In my mind, it's on us, period.
Right. Tree kept third interception as many games. Just what have you seen out of him?
Man, that boy is it's like watching a Rottweiler pup run around the house and he just bumping into shit because he don't know how big he is. It's like that. You know what I mean? It's just like watching him just do what he do. He just doesn't even understand. You know what I'm saying? It's like you are so damn special and you don't even know it. And I mean, and I love the way his attitude is. He's just so cool, calm, and collected, not getting the big head. And I mean, he's always looking for that ball. And I mean, teams gonna learn. You keep trying that, man. I mean, he got it 3 times, man. So I'm proud of that kid, and I want him to keep it up. Him and 8, man. I love them both, and we looking forward to them just getting better and better each and every single week. We told them the other week, hey, y'all ain't rookies no more. Y'all clearly shown that y'all can play in this league and at a very high level. So we expecting that from you. So I'm proud of them kids, man, for real.
We've seen it pick out, undercut a couple of crossing routes, but this one was a comeback route. What does it take to make that play that he made?
Just knowing the situation. I mean, they had a tendency that they showed through the past 4 games. Right before the play, literally called it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this is about to come right now. And he played it beautifully, played it perfect. Quarterback throwing one, he challenged the play and made it. So, it's one of those things, like I said, when you get tendencies and tips and stuff like that, even with 7 in the backfield, you got to just know what's going to come. You know what I mean? And that's something that we have to learn as a unit, especially with our young guys. And he made that play right there. So hats out to him.
Who pulled it out? Was it the sideline or?
No, it was me. Definitely, I'm taking the credit on that one. Forget him. But he made a great play, and I'm proud of that kid.
Kind of like when you saw number 7, Jason Hill, line up behind center. What was the communication like on the defense, and What was going through everyone's mind when they saw him behind center?
Hey, well, he's getting the ball. You know what I mean? Like, everybody in the stadium should know he's getting the ball. And I mean, like I said, going back to when they don't have their guys, who are they going to try to get the ball to help them out? Seven's been a playmaker for him for a long time. So it's stuff like that you got to know. Like, all right, they're going to put the ball in his hands. And he made his plays, you know what I'm saying? So that's just something we got to step up and be better on.
Good. Thank you, man.
Thank you, Ryan.